2nd, 2017. And tonight we'll have opening comments from our superintendent, and then I'll follow with prayer, and Mr. Bullard will lead us in the national anthem. Pledge of allegiance.
Thank you, President Lott. We do have a few prayer announcements that we would like to mention tonight. First of all, our Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Frank Rujo, who happens to be here tonight, we definitely want to keep he and his family and his mother in our prayers at this time. His mother fallen and broken a hip, but in the meantime they found a mass, and currently they have hospice helping them with his mother. So certainly we'll keep he and his family in our prayers. And also our school board member, Mr. Frank Kelly, sent a message to me that his mother is not expected to live through the weekend, so he's on his way to El Paso, Texas at this time. And we want to keep the family of Emily Gibson. Emily Gibson was a 5th grader at Legacy Elementary, and she just passed away. She was suffering from brain tumors for the past 14 months. Just a beautiful little child, and just 14 months ago diagnosed with this dreaded condition. They will have services Saturday, 4:30 p.m. at St. Mark's, and if anyone would like to contribute to research and being able to find cures for this dreaded disease, may go to the Arklatex homepage.com, Arklatex homepage.com, and you can contribute. So we certainly want to keep all of them in our prayers tonight. Thank you.
Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, first of all, we lift up these that have been mentioned for special grace from you, and we pray for the Rougeau family, and pray for the Kelly family, and especially for this Gibson family that's already suffered loss of life. Lord, we know that you are the giver of life. Lord, we know that we don't have the answer as to why things happen as they do. We know that you're in control, and your overcare is there. Your love, your mercy, and your grace is there. And Lord, in times like this, only your peace will get us through these times. And so I pray that your peace will be sufficient and abundant for each family and each need that's been mentioned here tonight. Pray, Lord, for your guidance as we go through this meeting. Guide this board to make the right decisions that be best for our district and be glorifying to you at the same time. Pray, Lord, that you would just give us wisdom to know how to lead and to respond to the decisions that we have to make. We thank you, Lord, for our school district, for our teachers, our students, all those that are involved in making our district a tremendous success and one of the best in the state, if not the best. And we just thank you for that, because it couldn't be done without your grace. So, Lord, tonight we just ask you to be with us and go through this meeting with us and guide us as we go through. We praise you, Lord, in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen.
Please join me in the flag. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First of all, I believe we have some leadership students here tonight. Would you all please stand and state your name and the school that you represent?
Hi, I'm Jackson Lewis. I go to Airline High School.
Hi, I'm Sarah Smith. I go to Houghton High School.
I'm Bailey Lunsford, and I go to Houghton High School.
I'm Mackenzie Wolf, and I go to Houghton High School.
I'm Grant Allen, and I go to Houghton High School.
I'm Rachel Elmore. I go to Parkway High School.
I'm Cynthia Montalvo. I go to Parkway High School.
Hi, I'm Katie Boland, and I go to Benton High School.
I'm Elizabeth Walker, and I go to Houghton High School.
I'm Megan Sawyer, and I go to Bowdoin High School.
All right. Thank you all for being here tonight. Item 1.02, approval of minutes of the regular session of the board for October 17th, 2017. Second. Motion by Ms. Brotherton, second by Mr. Bamberg. Please vote. And before I go any further, we have a comment request slip here from Ms. Sandra Ashley. Request to make comments tonight concerning prayer and pledge of allegiance. And Ms. Ashley, I'm sorry, but we're not going to be able to accept this because it's not an agenda item. So it has to be on the agenda before comment can be made. So for that point, we'll go to item 1.03, approval of the agenda for the regular session board for November 2nd, 2017.
So moved, Mr. President.
Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Stockhouse, second by Mr. Cheatham, or Mr. Newman. I'll give him right. Please vote. Mr. Bamberg hasn't come. Item 2.01, recognition, Bossier Parish School Good News, presented by Ms. Sonia Bales, Public Relations Liaison.
Good evening, President Lott, Superintendent Smith, to all of our board members and all of our guests here this evening. Well, Bossier School's third annual Day of Service was even bigger and better than ever. It was held just recently on October 21st. And this year's event, which is held in partnership with United Way of Northwest Louisiana, grew to include this year more than 400 students, employees at Bossier Schools, as well as parents. And they all pitched in and volunteered at 26 different projects throughout Bossier Parish as well as Caddo. And they volunteered in many different ways. If I can direct your attention to the screen overhead, from assembling food boxes for senior citizens in need, doing landscape work, they gardened, they painted, they wrote letters of encouragement to children in foster care, as well as thank you cards to our veterans. They hosted a neighborhood cleanup. They played games with and loved on our veterans at the Northwest Louisiana War Veterans Home. They hosted a community dog wash, and that list goes on and on. They did so much, and everyone truly did have a great time. And you know, what better way to model to our young people the importance of giving back and making our community better than through actions and not simply just through words. And I just want to be able to say how much I appreciate all of our schools that participated, our students, our faculty and staff members, all of our employees, as well as the parents that also pitched in and got behind our third annual Day of Service. It is so rewarding, and we look forward to it continuing to grow year after year. Now at this time, if you will, please help welcome to the podium Zach Teppenplah. Zach? You might be able to tell from the green jacket that Zach attends Bossier High School. He is an 11th grade student. And let me tell you, this young man is truly making his mark on the world of Kung Fu. In fact, Zach is going to be leaving this weekend, Saturday, is that correct? He is traveling to China, where he will be representing the United States. He's one of only 3 in the state of Louisiana who will be traveling to China, representing Louisiana in traditional Kung Fu fighting. I believe your discipline is called Wushu. Is that correct? Wushu. And as you can imagine, when you get to this level, he has had to put in many, many years of practice. And to give you an idea of just how good he is, Zach has been in Kung Fu for 7 years now, and he has won 7 national titles at the national tournament, which earned him a spot in this prestigious world competition in China. And you have to help me with where you're going in China.
We're going to first to Beijing, then we'll take a bus to Chengdu for the tournament.
Chengdu is where the tournament is going to be held, and he's going to be competing there for 4 days on the world stage. Let's give him a big round of applause. know who his instructor is? His instructor is Randy Harper, who is also going to China with him and competing also. So let's give him a round of applause. And I think that this is really impressive. Just to tell you a little bit more about Zach, not only does he excel in the martial arts, but he is also a wrestler. In fact, last year he placed 7th in the state of Louisiana in his division in wrestling. And not only that, but he is also in Bossier's Gifted and Talented program for art. In fact, he won the Christmas card competition at the American Rose Center, and he also plays the guitar and is placed in our Talented Music program. And that in addition to him also earning top grades at Bossier High School. I tell you what, he is a high achiever. Well, we are so excited for him, and I think that all of those accolades deserve a medal. What do you think? And on behalf of Bossier Schools and Caldwell Banker Gosley, it is our honor to bestow on you this Award of Excellence for being such an excellent representative, not only at your school, Bossier High School, but our entire district at Bossier School. We're really excited, and we wish him the best of luck in China, safe travels, and also on the competition floor. Congratulations, and we want to get a progress report when you come back. Very, very cool. Yes, sir.
I just wondered what he does in his spare time.
All of that spare time he has, huh? Well, moving on, it is funny how life has a way of coming full circle, and that is certainly the case with Amy Gates. She was once a student at Benton Elementary, and she is now in her 3rd year as principal at her alma mater, calling it the biggest blessing in her life. And she excels at it, as her faculty and staff will very quickly tell you. Rachel Lowry wrote, "It isn't often that principals get recognized for all the hard work that they put in. Their staff gets the recognition most of the time. However, behind all of those amazing staff members is a leader pushing them to be their best. That is exactly what Mrs. Gates does. She cares about every single employee at our school." It is the sentiments felt by the entire faculty at Benton Elementary that led to a very special gathering last week, one that she was not aware of. Let me set this up. Mr. Smith had scheduled his site visit to Benton Elementary that morning, and he was in on this surprise too, because he took Mrs. Gates to her office and held her at bay behind closed doors until he got the all clear. It was all, contrived here, while the entire school gathered for a big surprise in the gymnasium. If I could direct your attention overhead, and we'll reveal the big surprise. Here we go. We've had the Gold Star surprise for a number of years, and we've never had a principal win until now.
Hey, I'm Amy Gates, and I am the blessed principal at Benton Elementary. In my mind, I was thinking, what are they doing off schedule? But once I saw all the teachers and everyone clapping and yelling my name, I knew there was something special ahead.
She has provided Christmas for kids that might not have it, food for those that are hungry, and many, many hugs for kids that need it. I think you could look the world over, and you wouldn't find a more caring, loving principal. As an employee, I value her guidance and leadership. She is firm, but very fair. She allows us to put our family first.
So I have been so lucky to be a true Benton girl, and to come back here and to be able to serve in this position has just been the biggest blessing in my life. And I just see that connection with my faculty and how we are a family.
Because of her, Benton Elementary is the best school in the parish. We are very blessed and thankful to have her lead us.
my faculty, they give me enrollment hours. You know, they amaze me and motivate me. They're up during the summer giving free tutor lessons, feeding our kids, more than just about curriculum, which is very important, but about meeting those needs and doing it because they want to. I am so honored that I'm so blessed because of all of you. Y'all are my family, and y'all are my wife. That when people let you down, or you don't feel like you're doing maybe the best you have to, a kid comes to hug you, just give you that, I believe in you. You know, they bless us and encourage us more than we can encourage them, and they don't even realize it.
And obviously, you have done much to improve this school in so many different ways under your leadership. And we appreciate you, everybody does, and you are a wonderful representative of our school system and fantastic Gold Star winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to announce our latest Gold Star winner, Miss Amy Gates, the principal of Benton Elementary School. Has been our longtime sponsor of the Gold Star program. We cannot thank them enough. And we wanted to be able to present that to Ms. Gates. It was a lot of fun that morning, and talking about this honor kind of coming full circle, being at Benton Elementary. Mr. Smith was her principal at Benton High School, right? Coach Downey taught her. And if I can go ahead and just tell off on you, she showed us the inside of her locker from 5th grade, where she scrawled, "Amy Duncan was here, and I'm not coming back." Guess what? She's back and has been. We hope that she will stay for a very, very long time. I want to give Ms. Gates the opportunity to say a few words, our Gold Star winner.
I want to introduce my family, all of this section over here. My parents, Chuck and Elaine Duncan, husband Matthew Gates, my awesome kids, Grayson, McKenna, and Grant, and my sisters, Tina and Tony, and my brother-in-law, Will. And my Tiger family, and Lainey's sitting there, and Kinley, my little sweet girls. You know, my Tiger family, I did not even accept this and not think. And I looked at each one and said, I'm better because of her with this. They bring so much to me and keep me going. They motivate me. And I started thinking about that. It all goes back to relationships and loyalty. Any of my members, faculty can tell you, my word is loyalty. And you have to have that. When you mess up, when you do great, you've got to have someone who has your back. And I have that. And I just want to thank y'all, all of you, for your investment and what you give to our system. Y'all are definitely an inspiration. And you know, you never know how it will come full circle with Mr. Smith, Coach Downey. You never know. And to be that one to plant that seed. So thank you all. And I'm so thankful to be a Benton girl.
Bossier Schools. On you.
Thank you. Thank you. I will wear it with my
Real quick, 2 quick dates to please put on your calendar, if you will. First being this Saturday, when Bossier Schools partners with the American Heart Association for the District Heart Walk and Challenge. A lot of people have already registered online. Even if you have not, though, you can still come walk with us. Registration's at 8 o'clock, so they have walk-up registration. They're going to give out awards at 8:45 for some of the team challenges that have been going on the last few weeks. And then at 9 o'clock, the 5K begins. All of this is taking place at Brownlee Park, right here in Bossier City. We're having our own district heart walk. And our employees have been very busy logging their activity minutes, getting their blood pressure checked, and just really taking an active role, incorporating healthy habits into their daily lifestyle. And again, everyone is invited to come on out and walk with us in the name of Healthy Hearts. And then please join us next Tuesday at 11 o'clock in the morning, right here in front of this building at Big, out on the front lawn, for a huge announcement. And we can't say much, except that happens to be the day that the State Department of Education will be releasing school and district performance scores, and a little birdie has hinted that we have much to celebrate. So we are planning a grand celebration at 11 o'clock next Tuesday morning. We want everybody to come out and help us celebrate. Come by if you can. Again, on the front lawn, ice cream will be served if that sweetens the deal for you. So that concludes my report, and we'll see you Saturday for the walk and then next Tuesday for our big announcement.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. Brings us to item 3.01, request, notification of opportunity for public comment related to Bossier Parish School Board coordinating funding request to Louisiana Department of Education in accordance with Act 3 of Early Childhood Education, presented by Ms. Kathy Martin, Title I Instructional Coordinator.
Superintendent Mr. Smith, School Board President Mr. Watt, and school board members. I am Kathy Martin. I am a member of the Pre-K through 2 curriculum team. I am representing the lead agency for the Bossier Early Childhood Community Network that consists of partners serving publicly funded children. Our partners are Bossier Head Start, Bossier Early Head Start, and Child Care Centers. The public is accorded their right to be heard with partners and agencies requesting seats for LA4, NFECD, which is the non-public schools and child care centers, and the pre-K expansion grant. Our job as lead agency is to put that coordinated funding request together and turn it into the LDO by December 1st of this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Martin. Any questions or comments, board members? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Is there action that we need to take to make this public, or
We need to make
are we asking for comment from anyone? Is there any action at this time?
No, it was a report only. You had to make a public announcement
Okay.
at a board meeting.
Just want to make sure we need to.
Item 3.02, report, Transportation Committee meeting held October 24, 2017, presented by Ms. Sandra Darby, chairperson.
President, Transportation Committee meeting members met on October 24th at the Bossier Instructional Center, 4:30 p.m. Members present, myself, Brad Bobcox, Shane Cheatham, Michael Masur, Kenneth Wiggins was absent, Bill Lott, and Billy Joe Brotherton, ex officio members were called to order at 4:30 p.m. by myself. Items requiring board action are none. Items for discussion only, no board action was required. And it was the use of school buses for school-related trips. Dave Hatton, Director of Transportation, gave an informational briefing to the committee and provided information on mileage, maintenance, and operation of all buses, including air-conditioned buses. Mitch Dowling, Assistant Superintendent of the Administration, addressed the issue of mileage and lifespan of buses. Current parameters set by Mr. Dowling and Mr. Hatton require that air-conditioned buses stay within a 45-mile area in order to limit the increased mileage of those buses. Mr. Hatton also provided several options to the committee for the possible retrofitting of currently owned buses. The committee will revisit this issue soon in advance of the 2018-19 budget. That completes my report.
Thank you, Ms. Darby. That brings us to item 3.03, request, approval of trip requests.
And those are in order, Mr. President.
So moved, Mr. President.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Bachhaus, second by Mr. Buller. Please vote. And item 4.01, announcements by the superintendent, his comments.
Thank you, President Lott. Just, we do have a few announcements, and I just want to reiterate what Ms. Bells announced earlier, that we do have a huge announcement to make, and we really want to celebrate the board members. I know that you will have many things probably going on at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, but I hope that as many of you that can to make it for that celebration, because really it's what you have done as a board that has allowed us as a school system, in particular our curriculum department, to have this approach to our curriculum that's allowed us to have the kind of success that we've had over the past year. So hopefully you can make that, because we want to make sure that we are publicly appreciating you for what you've allowed us to do. So that's going to be, once again, right here in front of Vic. The weather's good. Hopefully, looking at the forecast, the weather should be good. 11 a.m. right here in front of the big facility. And so I want everyone to come and support the success of the Bossier schools. And also, once again, the Bossier Heart Walk will be Saturday morning, November 4th at 8 a.m. at Brownlee Park. If everyone has input their number of steps properly online, then we're going to have some pretty fast walkers, I guess, on Saturday. But it certainly is for a good cause for the American Heart Association. There will be a building and grounds committee meeting Thursday, November 9th, next week at 4:30 p.m. here at Vic. A very, very important meeting of the Building and Grounds Committee, as we'll be looking at, we'll have Mr. Mike Hefner, demographer here, that will be assisting us with determining an attendance zone for the new K-5 South elementary school that will be opening up next year, among other issues. Also, the next regular session of the board is scheduled for Thursday, November 16th, 4:30 p.m.